show, do the no-host part, laugh damn hard, so let's just start the Hossan Leong Show, the Hossan Leong Show.
Well, I didn't even start out being a comedian. That's the funny thing about the whole thing, because I started my whole career being a serious actor, you know, doing serious drama, and then suddenly, someone said, "Hey, you're very funny, why don't you try stand-up comedy?" I'm like, no, I could never do stand-up comedy. I need a script, which I still do, but I think I'm just here, for me it's just to entertain people. I just want people to have a good time. I have no underlying hidden agenda at all, and if people know that if I say something, it's because I want to make you laugh. I'm a storyteller,
Right.
at the end of the day.
Right.
I'll always continue acting because it's my first love, but to be called, a comedian, Singapore boy, and I'm really grateful for what Singapore has done for me, giving me the opportunity, the platform to be able to go and tell jokes, and to be able to go say, yeah, it's okay lah, it's just a joke, let him say it lah, it's okay, it's fine, as opposed to, oh my gosh, you cannot say such things, how dare he, so that's why I'm saying that I think my role is just to be there and entertain the country and beyond if possible, and to show the world that Singaporeans are actually quite funny lot.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just not satisfied at night.
Oh.
It's just
not big enough. Thankfully, we have King Kong coil PP palm. Wow! Here's one I bought earlier.
Wow, so convenient.
King Kong coil PP palm.
Eh, I don't know leh. Safe or not?
No pills, no chemicals, simply insert any limp object, and its revolutionary palm action will ensure that you will be pole dancing in no time. National Day Parade, here we come.
Wow, no more limp objects for me. I'm going home to try it right away.
Thank you, King Kong coil PP palm. Steady palm PP.
Everyone, of course, in the A&E arts and entertainment community wishes that, we can do what we want, say what we want. But of course, there are parameters that we have to abide by. Otherwise, everything's going to go in chaotic, right? But the thing is, I just wish sometimes those parameters would be clearer, so we don't have to second guess or self-censor, or and so it comes to the point where, as an artist, I go, what am I going to say? Can I say it? Can I not say it? And then people go, oh, you're going to be sensitive to that. Yes, I'm sensitive, but it's a joke, things like that. So then they go, oh, but sometimes the joke can go too far. I'm like, okay, then how far can I go? Tell me where the lines are, so I won't cross it. I won't offend anybody, But this is Singapore, so you just have to roll with it. I mean, what I do radio, and sometimes before the mic comes on, I have to go, okay, am I allowed to say this word? Will I get letters, SMSs, emails, condemning me, whatever and ever? I don't know. Can I say lactate, for example? Things like that. I have to think very hard, And it's like, but some people go, wow, why not say it? And some go, oh, you can't say it in the context, it's wrong. So, on that note, I just do what I do. And it pays the bills, it makes people happy. If they're not happy, you see, it's all about, coming and enjoying yourself. If you can't enjoy yourself, then find something else that you can make you laugh and make you happy. I don't know, watch a Jack Neo movie.
Okay.
Singapore, we're okay. If you quit, no heavy dry at prawn tam bihun, less soup, more onion, less oil, don't want salt. My ham.
Can grow, it should.
Right.
I'm looking around for someone to take over me. Oh yeah, I'm gonna retire. But I don't see any younger stand-up comedians, and it's really hard to be a stand-up comedian. Trust me, it's so difficult. But I really wish that there were more people around, so we can, I'd love to have a community of people that can go around and tell jokes.
Right.
so it kind of stagnated somewhere between Kumar, myself, Selena, and Sebastian. And we should groom more people, but I don't know how to do it. I mean, I stumbled into it by chance, really. So I guess we gotta hope that, you know, more people will step up to the mic and say, I'm gonna tell a joke, and be brave about it. You know, Kumar started off in the Boom Boom Room years back. Then I started because someone said, you know, you can do stand-up comedy, so therefore, here is a script, do it. And I did that on stage. And then, yeah, Selena decided that she'll take it upon herself to do it, so she did it. So I think either you just say, okay, you know what, I think I'm funny, pick up the phone, call one of us, email, Facebook, whatever, and say, I think I can be a stand-up comedian, give me a chance. Sure. That, you know, and then what we'll do is we'll see if that person is really funny, and then the best is to put you out there for 5 minutes, open the show maybe for me or for Celia, someone just put you out there. That's the only way to go. Okay. The hard way. Okay. Because that's how I started. My first time I told a joke was for 400 people, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die. I was so nervous, but you know, there's another way to do it. Okay. You know how Ellen started, for example, was in a comedy club. Right. Open mic, and it's horrible. Okay. You know, when everyone's drunk and screaming at you, obviously, Jason, what you could do? You just have to go on, and that's the baptism of fire, really. Okay. So I think there are stand-up comedians out there in Singapore. I think they just say, okay, I'm gonna do it. Be thick-skinned about it and try. Okay. Cool.
We, the citizens of Singapore, pillage ourselves as a wanker united people, regardless of race, language, or region.
No. It's regardless of race, language, or religion.
Region.
No, religion.
This is Singapore. It is the Lee region. 好棒啊!
Well, there are quite a few actually, because I never played a lot of the roles that have been written for I mean, they were first written in the States, for example, or in the UK, because I've done a lot of local plays. Yeah. And then I had a chance to do the Magic Fandoshi with Glenn directing. And my gosh, it was such a challenge, because suddenly there was so much prose to learn. It's like, lines! So that was my first, it was a big challenge for me, because I had to speak properly. Couldn't speak English. But I had a lot of fun. I learned so much doing that role. I had a couple of dream roles. I wanted to always play Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors, and we did it. And this year, the Full Monty, playing the role of Malcolm, was something that, you know, I always wanted to do. Did it this year. I was like, yes, you know, did that role. Played in The Importance of Being Earnest as well, another text-heavy role. So all these roles really stuck in my mind. You know, every role to me is quite memorable. There hasn't been something that I can't remember that I ever did it. No, it hasn't ever happened to me before. When Glenn first approached me and said, hey, you know, we're doing The Importance of Being Earnest, it's going to be an all-male cast. How are you with it? You are going to play the Guardian, you know, the female role. And I said, yeah, sure. You know, without thinking. I mean, why not? Because it's a great script, and we're breaking tradition by putting an all-male cast. But the reactions were amazing. People were going, we didn't even bother. I mean, the text. It was the text that mattered. It wasn't about. It was all guys playing the role. There was no gay overtones at all. I mean, to me, it's Oscar Wilde anyway. So what's the big deal about it? Of course, people, you know, went up in arms about it, but it didn't matter. For me, it was a learning process. Full Monty, of course, it was all about oh my gosh, they're all going to take off their clothes. No one saw anything. It was all very cleverly done. And at the end of the day, it wasn't about the stripping at all. In fact, it was about friendships, the loyalty, about family, about love. And see, that's the thing, is people always like to harp on all these really trivial aspects of the show, and they don't see what really matters. Yeah. So to me, the controversy was just it's inane, I think.
Seems to be the case for a lot of things in Singapore, though.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, everyone needs to just lighten up a bit, lah. But you know, they go, oh, let's lighten up, and then, but how much do we lighten up? We don't know.
Which goes back to your...
We need guidelines on how to lighten up.
Dermot and myself can find your hawker, then I can find your terrorist. So my task force and the home team have decided that if they ever lose and find another terrorist again, we will make him wear a t-shirt that says this on the front, escape terrorist. Now, the thinking behind this is that Singaporeans are very literal, whereby you have to spell everything out for them, whereby if you don't call the budget terminal a budget terminal, then the people will go there thinking the aeroplanes have chairs. So, to be very sure beyond all doubt, at the back of the t-shirt will be these words. No joke. Call 999 now.
I'll be Mr. Schuster.
Why?
Because I've always wanted to be a teacher.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, when I was a kid, I had 4 ambitions. I wanted to be a lawyer, a journalist, a teacher, or an actor.
Okay.
So, as life would have it, I flunked my Mandarin, my mother tongue, as they call it, and couldn't go to university.
Okay.
So, I could not fulfill those 3 ambitions.
Okay.
So I guess I became an actor, and then as an actor, I managed to play a lawyer sometime in my life, have written articles, and taught as well, drama and stuff like that. So I think Mr. Schuster would be something that I would be able to identify with, teach a bunch of people how to perform and sing and dance and being able to perform as well. Yeah, that was my dream role actually. What next for me is tomorrow.
Okay.